Hey guys, what's up? It's Rachel back with another video, and in today's video I'm not wearing an ounce of makeup, and honestly I'm very self-conscious. I look like a big turd with my hair up in this weird ponytail, but I'm going to be doing my full coverage foundation routine. This is pretty much what I wear on pretty much every day on a daily basis. I always go full coverage or nothing. I'm not someone that I don't really wear tinted moisturizers or anything like that. It's either all or nothing for me. So if I'm not wearing makeup, I'm not going to do anything. I'm pretty much just full, like this is what I'm going to do. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to tell you guys. I'm just going to show you how I get that full coverage flawless face. But before we get started, if you are new here to my channel, welcome. My name is Rachel. I love makeup. I'm just a makeup junkie in general. I feel the need to try everything. I would love to have you here on my channel, so go ahead if you would like and hit that subscribe button, and also hit the bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. I would really appreciate it. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get started with how I get a full coverage flawless face. So I'm going to take my hair and pull it back. It's just making me look worse, but we're just going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is start off with a primer, and the primer that I use is the No Problem. I love this primer. It does have a silicone based feel, but it also feels like a moisturizer as well. So I'm going to take like 2 pumps for my whole face, my big giant face, and I'm going to go ahead and just get it right in here where I have problems with pores. I'm definitely going to get it on my nose. And this is going to make my makeup last all day. And just give my face a smooth base for my foundation. I'm going to put a little here on my chin and take the rest and just put it all over my forehead. Pretty much the T-zone. I love this primer, guys. I got this in BoxyCharm, and I talk about it all the time here on my channel. It is literally one of my favorite primers at the moment. There we go. After I have finished applying my primer, the next thing I'm going to do is apply my foundation. I'm going to use a damp Real Technique sponge. I was using the larger one that's pretty much made for the body, and I don't use it anymore. I don't feel like it does as well of a job as this one does. I just went ahead and got this really damp, and the foundation that I'm using today is the Superstay from Maybelline. I talk about this a lot here on my channel. I'm somebody that I struggle with dry skin, and this foundation has a strong dewy effect, and I love the way that it looks on my skin, and it is very full coverage, and it's drugstore, so you cannot go wrong with it. This is pretty much my everyday foundation, and I grab for it pretty much all the time. Like if I have a special occasion or something, I just love the way it looks on my skin. It doesn't emphasize any texture, which is something that I really do struggle with since I do have dry skin, and it's just full coverage and it looks very dewy, and I'm somebody that I like glowy foundation, so this is a great option if you haven't tried it. I'm just going to go ahead and pump some of this out on my Real Technique sponge, and I'm going to apply it to my face. I'm somebody that I go overboard, so I do more foundation than probably needed, but that's just me. I really do love that strong, like full coverage effect. I'm going to use this mirror to hold up because if you see me looking this way, that's why, so I can see. And you don't want to see, like I put a lot, I know guys, but I will blend it out and it will look good. You don't want to rub because that's pretty much rubbing the product off. You want to pounce it into your skin, so pressing it in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm somebody that if the foundation gets on my lips, I absolutely can't stand it. I have to wipe it off immediately. Like if it's all over my lips, I can't stand it. And I know some people that, I look so crazy right now. I know some people that just like put the foundation over their lips, but I'm somebody, I cannot do that. I can't stand the way that it feels. Again, I'm just pouncing this all over my face and really pressing it into my skin. Let me know if you are somebody that you put foundation on your eyelids, because I have always done that. I know some people don't prefer to do that. A lot of people really like to just use an eye primer or maybe even a concealer, but I have always been somebody to pretty much prime my eyes with my foundation. And it has always worked well for me. I'm not somebody that struggles like with oily eyelids or like dry eyelids to the point that I need a specific type of eye primer or even an eye primer at all, really. So I always just use my foundation and I set it, and it works really nice for me. But let me know in the comments because I'm very interested. I know people that have really oily eyelids and they have to use a primer. And not just any primer, like a specific one. And I know people that have really dry eyelids, so they have to use something. So I'm very curious. I'm just blending this out, guys. Okay guys, after I have got my foundation on and everything is pretty much covered, the next thing I want to do is go in with my concealer, and the one that I'm absolutely obsessed with and I will always repurchase is also a drugstore concealer, and it is also from Maybelline. This is the Age Rewinder, and I have got the shade Fair, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've got the shade Fair, and there is one that's lighter than this, and that's normally the shade that I would go to because I feel like this one is pretty much the same tone as my skin, and I like something obviously lighter that's going to brighten me up. But for today, this will be just fine. I'm going to go ahead and apply this underneath my eyes, and I'm going to blend that out again with my Real Techniques sponge. So I'm just going to go ahead and twist some product up, and we will get started with the concealer. See, it's pretty much the same exact like tone as my skin right now. And I wanted the one that's lighter than this, but when I was in store at Ulta, they didn't have it, so I just went with this one. But normally, like I said, I would go with a shade lighter. I'm just going to go on down the bridge of my nose, a little on my chin, and then on my forehead. I'm going to take what's left and just put it on my forehead. Then I'm taking that Real Techniques sponge and just blending it out. Again, I'm not rubbing, I am pouncing, I'm pressing the product. And as you can see, I'm pressing it on my eyelids as well. Blending out my chin, down the bridge of my nose. Now that I have all my concealer blended out, the next thing I'm going to do is pretty much set everything with a powder. Now, since I have dry skin, I tend not to use a lot of powders. I pretty much stick to one. It's like I'm almost afraid of powders because I'm afraid they'll emphasize texture. So what I do is I take this Urban Decay powder that I have talked about a lot here on my channel, and this is in Fair Cool. This is the Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. So technically it's not like a setting powder. What it is really is a powder foundation. So like you could put a primer on and then just this without any foundation. I typically don't go for just powder foundations. I like a very strong full coverage effect, so I don't feel like they do that for me. So what I like to do is after I have applied my foundation, I like to take this and use it as a setting powder. And what I do is I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush and I'm going to dip it in. I have used a lot of this, as you can see. This is what it looks like. I'm going to press it into my skin and then I'm going to do circular motions. The last thing you want to do is pretty much rub, because it's going to rub everything that you just done off. So I'm pretty much just setting. I'm a big believer, even if I use a cream blush or a cream highlight, I feel that you need to set it with something because I feel like it will slide and it will not last all day. So anything wet, I think you should set. So I'm just pouncing this into my skin, and don't worry about looking powdery and cakey because we will get rid of that here in a bit. But I'm just setting this down all over my face. I'm setting my eyelids. I'm going to tap off the brush a little bit, but I am setting just everywhere, all over my face. Everywhere that we applied the liquid, I am setting. Again, don't worry about looking powdery and cakey because we can easily fix that. Because we are looking so dead, I'm going to apply some bronzer. And the bronzer that I'm going to be using is from the Too Faced Tutti Frutti collection. This is in the shade Pineapple Sun. It's a little duo. I have all of these blushes and I absolutely love them. I'm going to use like the bronzer contour side, and it does have a pretty gold highlight. At the moment, this is too dark for my skin tone, but it is so gorgeous. So if I have a little bit more of a tan, I can get away with it, but not right now. I'm just going to go ahead and dip into this side. I'm going to use an angled brush. This one's from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm kindly going to just sloppily do this. I feel like it looks better that way, but I am going to try to just get into my cheekbones and around my forehead and my jawline. And again, I'm going to use the mirror that comes with it. This is a very light, subtle bronzer. It's something that you can just build and build and build and build. So if you're somebody that you're new to makeup and you're kind of like afraid to go heavy hand, this is a great option because you can't really mess up with it. It's very like beginner friendly. I'm going to take that up on my forehead. The next thing I'm going to do is apply some blush, and also from the Tutti Frutti collection by Too Faced, I'm going to take one of their duo blushes and like a highlighty, like almost like a glowy blush in some cases. Some of them have like a true highlighter and some of them have a glowy blush in the duos. But I'm going to take the one called Berries and Bubbly. This is what the packaging looks like. It's super cute, and this is one of their newer ones. I'm going to go ahead and take this and use this as a blush, and I'll probably even use that as a highlighter because this one will work for me right now, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to use this brush right here to apply it. These blushes smell so good too. I'm kind of swiping and I am pressing. I'm just blending it out, but I really do want to pack the pigment on there as well. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this shade of blush. It may look like on camera that I went a little overboard, but it doesn't. It looks really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. And you could really smell it on the brush as well. So now we are going to go in the highlight side of this little duo, the Berries and Bubbly, and we're going to take this pinky like champagne color. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to use this as a highlighter. I'm going to apply this on my cheekbones, on the tip of my nose, and down the bridge, a little bit above my brows and on my chin. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. I'm telling you, this highlighter is so pretty. I love this little duo. If you haven't checked these out from Too Faced, I would highly suggest it because these are just stunning. This is some of my favorite products from Too Faced in general. Pretty much that Tutti Frutti line was probably my favorite. I talk about it a lot here on my channel. I do have the eyeshadow palettes. I have the duos. I have the banana powder. I absolutely love it. I feel like you can't go wrong with these little duos, especially if there's one like, obviously you probably don't want them all. I mean, I did. I bought them all. But like when you find one that's like your perfect shade, I'm telling you guys, the formula and the pigmentation is insane. I'm serious. Look at this glow. Like I'm glowing my chin up like insane. If you are somebody that you haven't tried these, I would definitely check these out. This is definitely a win for Too Faced. They did not slack on the quality on these products. I'm telling you guys. So now that my whole face is glowing, honestly, I don't really look powdery at all. I don't feel like I do. I feel like my skin just looks really healthy, really glowy. I'm bronzed up. I've got a strong blush, a strong highlight. I just look really healthy, and I love the way this looks. I'm telling you guys, I absolutely love this. Even though I don't feel like I'm cakey right now, I always do it when it comes to my makeup. I like to spray some MAC Fix Plus just to really sink the powders in, and normally I would take a damp beauty blender and press in, but I don't really feel like I need to do that right now. My skin just looks really glowy and healthy, and it doesn't look powdery, but I'm going to go ahead and spray this anyway because like I said before, I do this, and if you are somebody that you are concerned about being so powdery, this will definitely take the cakiness away. So I'm going to let this dry a few minutes, and I'll be right back to do my brows. Okay guys, while this is still drying down, I think I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. The brow product I'm using right now at the moment is from Mellow, and this is their brow definer. On one side it has a spoolie, and on the other side it has like that slanted brow tip. I know Anastasia has one of these. I haven't tried it, and this is something that I have been playing with. I normally don't use brow products like this. I normally just use like the typical pencil, but since I have this, I have been playing with it, and I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. So I'm just taking the spoolie and I'm going to comb through them first, and then I'm going to go ahead and start filling them in. I'm going to do this off of camera really fast, and then I'll be right back. So now that my brows are done, I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This is very messy at the moment, but this is what it looks like. I have talked about this here on my channel a lot as well. I'm just using this right now. I don't really have a preference of mascara right now. I feel like I'm just kind of using anything that I have in my collection. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some of this. I really do like this mascara. I feel like it makes my lashes pretty long. But again, as I said before, I don't really have a preference right now. I'm just kind of using anything. And then the last step that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do my lips. Now the lip combo that I have been using a lot and loving here lately is something that I had received in my BoxyCharm. This is a lip liner from Dirty Little Secret called Rosy Posy. Normally I don't use lip liners, but I have been loving this combo, guys. It's really got me into lip liners now. And then I'm going to be using this Dominique Cosmetics gloss in the shade Peach Tea. I love this combo. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to outline my lips and then kind of fill it in on the sides, in the corners, and then I'm going to go on top of it with this gloss. This has definitely turned into my favorite formula of lip gloss. It's just so, like, it makes you look like they're very full and it's very non-sticky, so I highly recommend this. I love these glosses and I really want to check out some more shades in the line. I'm telling you, this is probably my favorite formula at the moment. I just absolutely love it. You will not be disappointed. I'm telling you, it's non-sticky. I mean, it's great. Other than that, that is my full coverage foundation routine, and this is pretty much my everyday makeup routine. It's very simple but very dramatic at the same time. It's not like I'm doing like a crazy eyeshadow look, and I'm just really focusing on my skin. I want it to look really healthy and glowy and dewy. I'm focusing on my brows and just a light coat of mascara, and I'm focusing on my lips. So pretty much my skin and my lips is my main focus, and my brows. So this is my everyday foundation routine, pretty much my makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really do love all the products that I used in this video. I pretty much use them every day. Again, this is my everyday makeup routine. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I just want to thank you guys so much for being here and subscribing and commenting and liking. It really does mean the world to me, and don't think that you go unnoticed, because I see it and I truly do appreciate it. I want to thank you guys again so much for watching. But before you go, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell below so you're notified every time I upload a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!